like the negative comment. It's not negative, it's realistic. If you look at me in the face, the baby ugly, I'm going to tell you the baby ugly. Okay? That's a pretty baby. I said the baby ugly, and I didn't say it, so Jason got good looking out, Jason. She might be a little sensitive.
Now her husband's funny looking, but the baby came out.
So Jason softened it up for me. What I want you guys to understand, if it feels like I'm a little aggressive, it's because I am. It's because I'm passionate. Just so we understand, I'm passionate. Because we don't have time to be shucking and jiving and playing around. I told y'all before, and we've been saying this for years, that the demographics are changing, the situation is changing, the landscape is changing. If you don't sell it, somebody else will. And some people may say, he browbeat. I'm being real. And now the time has come. You got one or two choices. You can either squat or get off the pot. Okay? Because this is real. This is real time. And the things that we are putting in place in this market center will allow you to get your unfair share. Because the people around the corner down the street, they're not having this conversation. You got that? I don't care. I'll call name. Remax ain't having this conversation. Long and Foster ain't having this conversation. You know very well that they ain't having this conversation. No, they can't even talk. They're not having this conversation. But you in the room right now, where the conversation that you're having right now is just a phenomenal business conversation. Because this is a business. It's a phenomenal conversation. What? This is a business conversation. This is really not about buying and selling real estate. This is about operating a business. Are we clear? Yes. And if you operate a great business, it just so happens that real estate transactions are going to happen. And with that being said, I'm just white hot on fire about the end of the year. Do y'all really understand what happened to us last year?
Yes.
Just in case y'all don't really understand, when we start looking at the market and the condition in which we're doing business in this industry that we're in, when we start looking at market share in Prince George's County, I want you guys to understand our next closest competitor, which say not really our competitors, just so we understand, I'm going to explain it to you. Our next closest company number, their production is $50 million behind ours. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? $50 million. We are outpacing the other companies in this marketplace by $50 million. Do you understand how much $50 million is? You get what I'm trying to tell you? And that's not by accident. It's not by coincidence. It's because of hard work, execution, dedication, commitment by Pat, the staff, you guys. That's what this is all about. That's what this is all about. Let me explain to you guys why I said there's no such thing as competition. Okay? And I'm gonna be brutal. No. Do you believe that the agents in this room are your competition?
Oh.
The agents in this room are your friends. They will help you gain a listing, or they will help you lose a listing. And that's the way you need to look at your partner next to you. See, you will either help me get some business, or you're gonna help me lose some business. Because if they're doing a great job and somebody talks to you, they're gonna extend the reputation of the structure in which you work on and say, I've heard about you guys. You guys got to do great business. That automatically gives you a pass with a client. On the flip side, if it's not so good, I heard about you guys, I don't want to do business with you guys, guess what's going to happen? You might just lose the deal. You got that one?
Yep.
So this conversation about competition, and I've said this before, what is the brightest star in the sky? North Star. What else? The sun. Okay. And the answer is the sun. If the sun is the brightest star in the sky, When the sun is out, what other stars can you see? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So if you act like the sun, if your star is the brightest star in the sky, it does not matter who else is in your space, because can't nobody else see him because your light is so bright. You understand what I'm telling you?
Right.
You don't have no competition. You be the best that you can be, so that when you step in the room, your light is so bright, nobody else can see anybody else but you. So does it really matter what they bring to the table? You got that? For those of you, some of you have it. The Peace Team Listening Presentation. Y'all got that? Some of y'all?
Yep.
You ain't come to my class, you ain't getting it. And y'all better not pass out to nobody. If your buddy's sitting in the seat, you'll get it. If your buddy's not sitting in the seat, you won't get it. Was that a great presentation?
Yes, it was.
Might you be a little bit intimidated if the seller slide that across before you put yours on the table? You might be a little intimidated, right? That's what happens. You see our business cards? In case y'all haven't seen our business card, take a look at our business card. When you get our business card, I've been in people's offices. This is God's honest truth. I went in somebody's office, they had our business card on their computer like it was a family portrait. I just started laughing. I started smiling because it was sitting up there. I said, "Why you have our business card?" He said, "It's so pretty, I can't even take it down." I was shocked. I mean, that's the truth. I was like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm saying this because that's the way we have to be as a market center. That's the way you have to be as a professional. That's the light that we have to emanate, because guess what's happening? The business is coming. The transactions are coming. The only question is, are the people going to do business with you? And as it stands right now, at the end of 2015, woo! We raising some hell, gang. I'm just trying to tell you, we are raising some hell. And guess what? No, we lowering hell. We ain't gonna raise hell. We lowering heaven and raising hell, okay? I mean, we lowering heaven and lowering hell. Y'all got it? Okay. All right. What'd you say? It's 5? What'd you say, Bishop?
I need you to go to 3 services.
3? Let me help you out. At the end of the day, the outlook is phenomenal for us.
Woo!
And it's phenomenal because of the commitment, what you guys are doing. Did y'all see that yearly stand up, Pat? Y'all need to give Pat a hand for that yearly stand up. I didn't even know it looked like that. I didn't even. That's it. What I'm trying to tell you guys, who else is doing that? Who else? Who else got who else has a Jason Fenwick to give you the information that you have? Are you kidding? What'd you say?
They put coffee on their calendar.
They put coffee on
They put coffee on their calendar.
I don't even want to talk about them. It doesn't even matter. The light is not bright enough for us to even look at. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Here's what I want you guys to do, though. In our commitment, in that calendar, there is really no excuse. No, it's absolutely none. No excuse for you not to be the most educated professional in Prince George's County. No excuse. But not even in the world. Nobody has a training calendar like we have. If you go to any Keller Williams, the preeminent, dominant training company in the world, when we go to Austin and they find out the stuff that we do, you know what they say? Wow. Guess what they do? And they RDI, rip off, duplicate, and they RDTI, rip off, duplicate, and try to improve. They try to improve. They can't do it most of the time because we just have an extra plus, which is called Pat Long. All right? What we need you guys to do is to plug in. Plug in. Plug in. The reality, we ain't holding no hands no more, though. And this is not from a negative perspective, because it's just like your child. When you teach your child how to be, if you don't teach your child how to be self-sufficient, they will never leave your house. And I just saw something today, and I'll kid you not. How's the baby? How long?
2.5.
I'm sitting here watching this baby. I want y'all to think about this for a second. Some of y'all older people, y'all gonna get it. The younger people, they won't get it. 2.5 months. I sit here and watch that baby hold his head up and turn his head at 2.5 months. Her. I forgot. That's the baby I said. I watched her hold her head up at 2.5 months and turn her head. Y'all get what I'm saying?
She did that the first 3 hours of birth.
You get what I'm saying? The world is changing. Okay? Things are evolving, and we need to keep up with the time. Who ever heard of a baby 20 years ago talking about picking their head up and turning their head at 1 month? You get what I'm saying? The world is changing, and we got to stay on top of our game. And if they starting out that young, she might get a real estate license about 5. And you have her riding around. Come on, baby, put the lockbox here. We're gonna show these 3. You open the door for me, and I'll be there in a couple minutes. I'm just telling you guys, it's changing. We just have to do what we need to do. The Market Center is committed to you guys. I want to thank you guys for doing a phenomenal job in 2015. But our work is not over. We cannot get complacent. $50 million. Why can't we be $100 million ahead? Why can't we be $200 million ahead?
2016.
The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. What I can guarantee you is there's a commitment in this space. There is a commitment. We just ask that the commitment be reciprocated and use the services and the classes that are here to help you grow your business. Is that fair?
That's fair.